What's up? It's Danger Hillbilly here. Just wanted to make a video here of introducing my M. It's 1941 McCormick Farmall M, and mine is actually modified a little bit. This is kind of what this tractor is what gave me the bug here. Well, my wife and I purchased a piece of property. We were looking for just something to keep the fields down. Obviously, I could have gotten away with it with a lot less, but this this tractor ended up just being such a good value as far as power for the price. I bought it like this. I haven't done any of the modifications to it, but just go over a few things about it. One, that's not the original M motor in it. It's actually a 450 motor that's been put in there. It also has a power kit in the 450 motor, so it's got high compression pistons, and then the head was also shaved to bring the compression up more. The gentleman that I purchased this from actually used this tractor for pulling, so it's a little overkill for what I need, but I just love it. I just love it. It sounds amazing. There's no muffler on it, obviously, with that big goofy chrome stack on there. I think it looks cool, but it does the job. I cut the field. The fields hadn't been cut all year, and I ran around and hit them with a 6-foot bush hog that I borrowed from a friend, I mean, it didn't even flinch. I mean, it wasn't any work for it at all. The grass out here in the pasture was pretty tall, and we cut the whole field, no problem. So I'm very happy with it. But long story short, now I have this itch. I've got that I got the red in my veins now. So I just want to go over a couple of things about the tractor, and then we'll fire it up. Definitely. You'll notice that the you really wouldn't be able to tell that it's got the 450 motor in it, mostly because the casting is identical. It's the bore of the cylinders that are bigger. That's where you get your up and displacement. Like I said, got the big goofy chrome stack on there, but boy, it sounds good. Also, another thing that made this quite a bit more handy for this day and age, that's tough as far as Farmalls go, is this has the 3-point hitch kit on it here. And most of them, they don't. They have their own proprietary setup. It's called a fast hitch. Obviously, this makes the tractor much more versatile and usable, because you can put, pretty much any 3-point implement behind there. Another good thing about going with the 450 motor is we got live hydraulics here. The way these are set up is not correct. You'll see there's actually a couple of other videos here on YouTube where they've done modifications to route the hoses into the old hydraulic pump down here at the bottom. I don't really have any interest in doing that. It's not a very big reservoir. This tractor's got a lot of power, so I think it's right around 75 horsepower right now. So I would like to make it to where there's more capacity as far as the hydraulic fluid is concerned. So what I'm going to end up doing is either putting a remote tank somewhere up here by the fender, or I might mount it alongside here and just paint it up so it doesn't stick out so bad. But that way we've just got more room. The cylinders on the back of this are not extremely small, so they end up starving a little bit for fluid, because there's just not that much in the existing housing for the original hydraulic pump, the mechanical hydraulic pump up there. The other thing that's good, of course, about having the live hydraulic is being able to push into clutch and your hydraulics are still working. I would eventually like to go ahead and get an M&W hand clutch kit. They're kind of hard to come by. It seems like my best chance of getting one would be buying one on a tractor, but essentially what they do is it's a kit that replaces this cover, and you'll have a handle coming up, and what it does is it disengages the rear end. What this allows you to do is it essentially gives you the same functionality as a live PTO. So when you push in the clutch now currently, because it does not have live PTO, it kills a PTO. So when you're cutting and you got to push in the clutch to slow down or whatever, it shuts your blade functionality down. So, but those are just some of the basics about it. It's a real nice tractor. I'm very happy with it. As a matter of fact, this tractor, it's started a bit of a sickness. I've actually just recently acquired a little 51 Farmall Cub. So this is the largest tractor that Farmall was making at the time, and the Cub was the smallest model. So, let's go ahead and fire her up. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend starting the tractor in this way. You should be up on the tractor, but I just wanted to go ahead and give it a go around while it's running. So definitely be on your tractor. Make sure you're out of gear. We're out of gear currently. The parking brake's engaged, so no worries there. This is actually the gentleman who built this tractor put this in as a disconnect, so it didn't backdraw through the alternator. He was having trouble with the battery draining down while it would sit. I don't know that it's necessary. I think it was actually backdrawing through the starter because he just didn't use it that often. And now that I've got the battery good and strong and charged up, I'm not having those same issues. So, but anyways, that's what this is for. This is not normally on here. So essentially, this is our kill. Pull that out. I've already had the tractor started briefly to bring it out here, so I expect it should just fire right up. And this is part of the reason why I'm liking Farmall. It's not super cold out here right now, but it's not exactly warm. And like I said, I did fire it up, but I just pulled it out here. It had been sitting here for about 15 minutes or so, and you see how quick it just fires up. When you get these international 4-cylinders warmed up, boy, they sure do the trick. I mean, as I said in one of my previous videos, these things they run like a typewriter. Go ahead and rev her up a little bit. Smooth as silk. About does it. We'll be posting another video up about the Cub that I've recently got. I'm also going to be doing a carb rebuild video on that. The Cub's not as far along as the M here. We still have a few more things to do. Make that freshened up and pretty, almost as pretty as this one. That's it. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. I'll be posting a lot more Farmall related content, so just subscribe below. All right, thank you.